Wethersfield Police and the Bryn Superior Court, their Facebook pages are involved with racketeering with people who were involved with that leading up to and in the Trade Center attack, contacts criminally involved with them. They've been sequence shifting and using a whole bunch of different cases to posit illusions, lies into databases. They're affected, maintained, motivated to this per their roles with other nations. So I'm going to call the Wethersfield Police Department, the fire department. Company 2, they have the number not on there. That's one of the places involved with. See, these are people involved with racketeering, with agencies and with judges, with AT&T, with their whole families already stuck. Now they're blocking me from Facebook pages because I caught them. For example, that's enrolls with them with further child abuses, forced sustained on off campuses, intercampuses. This is two men. There's two Mendez police. There's a Kerr family, but they confessed when a kid, but now as adults, they're recorded and confessed with people then and now involved with judges retired and standing with uses of their Facebook pages, with uses of their roles with database racketeering, and their roles with intercampuses, families involved with the intelligence community criminally, and military, foreign, and domestic, including with Kuwait. Now, that's when what shows this is when I try to report their crime acts with child campuses, with threats to hurt the kids, rape threats, attaching me and my family to fake locations, attaching other kids and families to fake locations, fake ties to doctors. No, as a kid, as an adult, when they attach me to fake locations, communications with fire departments, with the at WFSB, WTNH, and Fox Connecticut News, recorded, confessed, and demonstrated involved with racketeering uses of Hartford, of the campuses and of parks, by the judges and by the police forms pretending to perceive things when they record things criminally. So because they know they're attaching evidence racketeering. Again, these are people involved with the Trade Center and with Washington, D.C., many ways criminally. Now there's an Inspector Mike. Well, will you hear me? Inspector Mike, but also with a Walters family, recorded, confessed, and demonstrated involved with Washington, D.C. racketeering, Justice Department racketeering, shared policing of the stores, and uses of that. So I can't get the number for them. I'm just going to call the general number, 860-721-2830. Now this is not company 2. They have that in the volunteer company.
Volunteer fire department. If this is an emergency,
so this is not what they say is the violent.
911. If you'd like to leave a routine message to a member of our staff, please listen to the following choices. For Fire Chief Rich Bailey, press 1. For Assistant Chief Mark Guerrero, press 2. For Deputy Chief Bob Kelleher, press 3. For Deputy Chief Joe Martell, press 4. For Fire Marshal Anthony Dignati, press 5. For our Recruitment and Public Information Officer, Mark Potter, press 6. For our Department
I'm going to press 3.
Press 8. For additional information,
I'm going to press 3 because the Keller name was brought up.
www.wethersfield. You've reached Deputy Chief Robert Keller of the Wethersfield Fire Department. Not able to take your call right now. Please leave your name and number, and I'll give you a call back as soon as I can. Thank you very much. Have a great day.
Hello, Robert Keller. My name is Anthony Wall. And people on the Facebook page stewards of the volunteer fire department, company 2, and then all the companies are involved with the Wethersfield police chief, his daughter, and his daughter's extended family members are involved. Further involved with the campuses criminally with child sex offenders, with other natures of racketeering with the child sex offender campuses. Now, these are also people that were raised growing up attaching me to fake conversations, fake locations with them, with judges, and with prosecutors involved also with their kids criminally here. So it's important, too, because you guys are using the Facebook pages to prevent police reports while the police are stacking fake conversations, forging names, and switching names. Hello? So they've been switching names. My name is Anthony Wall. And my number is 860-529. So what do I do? Just
some more. Press 5. To review your message, press 2.
so, Mr. Keller, there are lots of people in New Britain Superior Court also record.
Has stopped. You have reached the recording limit. To record some more, press 5. To review your
See, they have it very short, and they have a crime method where and how the branches are involved. Where and how the branches are involved.
Record some more, press 5. To review your message, press 2.
Let's hear it.
Start of message.
Hello, Robert Keller. My name is Anthony Wall. And people on the Facebook page stewards of the Volunteer Fire Department, Company 2, and then, all the companies are involved with the Wethersfield Police Chief, his daughter, and his daughter's extended family members are involved further involved with the campuses criminally with child sex offenders.
So there's a principal sex offenders campus. That's clear.
Now, these are also people that were
That's recorded.
attaching me to fake conversations.
See, they're pretending not to understand.
And with prosecutors involved also with their kids criminally.
And they have forging names, switching names. They have an officer who says they have a guy who says he's Inspector Mike.
While the police are stacking fake
I'm not sure if that was. Then there was a guy who pretended to be, or I don't know, someone. I think he said his name was Chris Walters, but Chris Walters is also involved anyway with that town offices and with this Kerr family recorded and confessed, with judges and prosecutors involved with them with racketeering. And further, they were roles with the principal sex offender worse than he was doing, and with two Mendez police, a DeMauro family, a whole bunch of people tied to CCSU with racketeering, with an Iowa family also in them, with Trinity College used from off campuses, with interbranch family members furthering what is being used, sustained on off campuses, racketeering uses of the databases. Would I press 1?
860 for Mr. Keller. There are lots of people with New Britain.
I'm just kidding.
You have stopped playback of the message. Commands you can use on a call answering message are play 2, record 5, message option 70, delete 76, and send 79.
Let's put 79.
Message left.
So now they have the Facebook pages, stewards involved with this method that has them lying criminally, pretending they have statutes rights they don't. Now there's a Keller and his family. I don't know if it's the same guy. I don't want to make people mad, but they're involved with Covington Street in New Britain. Is also recorded, confessed, and demonstrated when I was a kid. And involved also, they confessed, recorded, demonstrated they were involved with racketeering leading up to and in the Trade Center attack with people from CCSU and Trinity College tied there, and with federal criminal code defendants, a former director of the FBI. And as those people involved with racketeering with a house/S in my area, recorded, confessed, and demonstrated also further with roles with the principal sex offenders campus tied to CCSU and Trinity College, and their uses of confessions intercities when they're caught, and this is how they're preventing me from making a police report since before the Trade Center attack per confessions tied to the courts of Hartford and Britain, and tied to foreign and domestic military families. And confessions, asked for help. Then they wanted to see they use confessions criminally for a racketeering method that keeps originally still state scenarios, criminally foreign influence, logic racketeering roles. All kinds of drug crimes, formal and informal, with the other child abuses, sexual, medical, and judicial, involved with doctors forging names, switching names, mail crime roles, wire crime roles, whole mail crime methods, wire crime methods recorded. for doctors and various natures of courts and judges and their family members involved criminally, leading up to winning the Trade Center attack. They're also sequence racketeering predators. Uses of the Facebook pages interbranch, and you'll see here recorded the Facebook pages of the Wethersfield Fire Departments and their relationships also with Russian families. They're also involved with racketeering with the FBI, with houses in my area with them tied to the stewards of the Witness Protection Program and their roles with aggressions and fake care simultaneously with their forging names, switching names, punk game cowards. Now, you got to better get a response and unblock my posts from Facebook so we communicate right there where it's recorded. And that's roles too, because the evidence is about how the judges are using recorded Facebook racketeering roles with child sex offenders, medical, and evidence racketeering. So it's important to understand how they block me criminally because they're pretending to believe passions and emotions and illusions that they know are recorded dishonest. So I don't have to keep seeking you guys all these ulterior ways. Follow the goddamn rules and respond to me in writing. Then we can have a civil discourse. We don't have to have a discourse. I want to know. I'm not reporting anything debatable. Who wants to debate it needs to pick one name in sequence and get on to paper. Let's go.